Hi lovelies! As a working mom of 2 adorable kids, I know just how hectic weeknights can be. And that's why all month long, I'm fixing dinner by sharing quick and easy weeknight recipes that your whole family will love. Today, it is all about this incredible one-pot beef taco skillet. And oh my gosh, the flavors are amazing and it all comes together in under 30 minutes. Just before I get to today's recipe, I want to remind you guys that I've got lots more great dinner inspiration available in my ebooks. So I've got a one-pot dinners ebook as well as a 30-minute meals ebook. Both are excellent. I hope you guys will check them out. They're available on the domesticgeek.com, and I've also included links to them in the description box below. Now, without further ado, let's get cooking. This dish is a total weeknight wonder. One pan, super simple. You can do all your prep during your Sunday meal prep, so do all your chopping and then just leave your ingredients in the fridge. That way when you come home on Monday or Tuesday, throw them all in a pot and you have dinner ready to go. Now I've got my nice big skillet heating up here over medium-high heat. Into that I'm just gonna add a little bit of oil. Now, I should mention it's important in this case to use a skillet with a tight-fitting lid because we're gonna be cooking some rice in here, and it's really important to make sure you've got a lid that's going to fit on top. Now, if you don't yet have one of these amazing Braiser skillets, they are the absolute best. They can range in price from very, very expensive, or you can find ones that are a lot more affordable. I'm gonna link a couple of my favorites in the description box if you wanna take a look for them. They are so great, and as you probably have noticed by now, I use mine literally like every day. So just as soon as my oil is nice and hot, I'm gonna go ahead and start cooking up some ground beef. I've opted for beef here, but you could always use ground poultry or ground pork or even veggie crumbles in this recipe. If you want to keep it vegetarian, you've got lots of awesome options. Once my beef is in the pan, I'm gonna go ahead and season it up with some salt and some pepper, and then let it cook, breaking it up with the side of my spoon, just until it's no longer pink. I should also mention this is a great dish to make in advance. So my daughter Elle has soccer on Wednesday, gymnastics on Friday, dance on Saturday, and I find I'm always racing those nights to get dinner on the table. So this is one of those awesome dishes that I can make a day before and then just reheat before serving, and it reheats really, really well. All right, so now that my ground beef is just about cooked through, I'm gonna go ahead and start adding some flavor to this. So I've got some onion here, and I've also got some bell pepper headed in here. I'm using both some red and orange bell pepper, but use whatever kind of peppers you have on hand. I like them because they add extra nutrition as well as extra color. And my kids love anything with lots of color, right? We'll just let these cook away for another 3 minutes or so until they start to soften up, and then we'll add even more great flavor to this. First up, I've got a couple tablespoons of tomato paste, which of course add a really nice rich flavor to a dish like this. Then I'm gonna be adding some chili powder, some dried oregano, as well as some garlic powder. Now, at this point, if you wanted to amp up the heat a little bit, you totally could. Some cayenne pepper, red pepper flakes, some chipotle powder, all would be really good in this recipe, but I am keeping mine kid-friendly because the kiddos will be enjoying this with me tonight. And so we are going to skip the heat entirely. I'll just probably add some hot sauce to my own bowl later. I'm just gonna give my tomato paste and those spices maybe a minute or so to reach their maximum flavor potential. And then it will be time to add the rest of my ingredients. First up, I've got some white rice headed in here. Next, I'm gonna add some black beans. These are canned black beans that have been rinsed and drained. I also have some frozen corn kernels headed in here. And the last step is going to be topping this all off with some broth. I'm using chicken broth, but beef broth would work just as well here. You could also use water, but the broth really adds a ton of great flavor to this dish. And that's it. I'll give this all a really good stir, and then I wanna bring this mixture to a nice boil. And just as soon as that liquid starts to come to a boil, you can go ahead and reduce your heat to low, pop a lid on your skillet, and let this cook away undisturbed for about 15 minutes or so. All right, team, your patience will be rewarded because what you end up with is this absolutely gorgeous, super yummy rice dish that's hearty and beefy. It's got tons of great nutrients, tons of great fiber, and it's so good. Served topped with some cheese, some sour cream, a little cilantro, squeeze of fresh lime juice. Honestly, guys, this is a must taste. And talk about easy to make. Talk about it, right? It's a totally family-friendly dish. Everyone is sure to love it. I hope you'll give it a try for yourselves. And if you do, be sure to tweet me, Instagram me, or Facebook me a photo, because you know how much I love seeing your kitchen creations. Remember, this recipe, like all of my recipes, is available on healthymealplans.com, our amazing meal planning site that allows you to browse more than 1,000 recipes, drag and drop them into your weekly meal plan, and then automatically generates your grocery list for the week. How great is that? Thank you, as always, guys, so much for watching. And finally, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe because there is lots more deliciousness where this came from.